Good afternoon, YouTube. Got my new rod and reel today. Amazon shipped it to me in a couple of days. Was fishing last week and broke a guide and ended up trying to fix it and ended up breaking the whole tip. It was my fault, but I learned my lesson on that. But in the meantime, I did decide to go ahead and order another rod and reel. I decided to try an ugly stick. This is my first one, and from what I've heard, it'll not be my last one. I grew up fishing with Shakespeare, but this is the first one I've had recently. I decided to go ahead and get a Abu Garcia Pro Max. I've got a Black Max, which I like. Never had any issues with it. It's always worked great. But the Pro Max has got the 8-ball bearings in it. And it looks a little cooler. Pro Max got the gold on it. The drag actually has clicks on it to where you can kind of be more precise with it. I put 20-pound monofilament line on it. That's what I always fish with. I fish for big bass only. If I catch a small one, that's great, but I'm not fishing for him. Really looking for the big bass. And I've got a 12-inch worm with a 5/0 hook in it. That's a Mago 12-inch on a Shakespeare ugly stick, medium heavy. So I'm well equipped to catch what I'm fishing for. Only a bass fisherman. Great to have a new rod and reel I'll take out and try out tomorrow. It's got the clear tip on it. Came in this Abu Garcia box. It's got the 7:1 ratio on it, which I like. I've got an old 5000C, which is not a fast reel. It kind of wears you out. I like the fast ones much better. If you want to retrieve it slower, just reel it slower. If you want to retrieve it fast, and you can really bring it in, cover some ground quickly. Tomorrow morning, early, we're going to put all this in my 1997 Z3, of which I've already got my kayak on top. I leave it on top of it. If you've watched any of my videos, you've seen all the videos on those. And I take this very light tackle box. It's a waterproof dry bag. Got some straps on it. If you want to, you can carry it on your back. But I just strap it on top of the kayak, the 10-foot kayak, sit in. I on purpose bought that. I didn't want a lot of extra space I could clutter up with. The more things you got, the more things you take, the less time you spend fishing and more time you spend fiddling. The kayak's got 2 rod holders, and one time I took out 3 rods and I said, oh, I'll never do that again. And what I like to do is the kayak, I like to lay the rod down vertical. I don't like it behind me because sometimes I forget it's back there, and I'll bang it with the lure and get it all tangled up and take about 10 minutes to undo it. So what I do now, I just lay the other spare rod down flat, attach it to the side of the boat with a bungee or whatever. But I'm looking forward to going out. I took it out in the backyard and set the reel. I'm going to fish tomorrow, first in shallow with this 12-inch with no weight on it. Fishing a reservoir, probably 1,100-acre reservoir, which I paddle, so that means I don't go all over it, not in one day. I'll probably fish real close. There's some good spots to fish close in to where you put in. But what I'll do first, I'll fish parallel to the bank with this, drag it down the bank with no weight on it. And then when I'm done that, I'll probably put a weight on it, stay in close and cast out in the deep and reel back. I don't ever go out in the deep and cast to the bank. I always stay in shallow and cast out in the deep and reel back. More like a bait fish coming in for a little rest and recuperation around some brush or fallen log or whatever. But we're going to give it a try tomorrow. We'll go back where I caught my personal best. I don't know if I'll start fishing with a worm. I'll probably start fishing with a 5.5 inch Rebel. It's got the 3 big treble hooks on it, which is already tied on. But mainly lures that I carry are for large fish. Take it out here. Get it open. Not a lot in here. That's what I like it. It's got a few lures. A few top water. A few crankbait. Maybe a spinner bait, but this is the largest lipless crankbait I could find. 1 ounce, I think. Maybe it's a crawdad. It's got the big hooks on it. I may try a top water tomorrow. Cover some ground. And if things get real slow, I may tie on that large spinner bait. I've got a trailer hook on it. Fishing in real clear water, so I'll throw a light one. Got a broken back that I may try. There's a large lipless crankbait and a broken back Rebel. But that's about it. I'll fish real light. I'll carry some worms in one bag. It's got some Scandal in there by Cream. I've got some 12-inch by Gary Yamamoto. Those have salt on them. I've got some extra monsters in there, 12-inch, but there's nothing in there smaller than an 8. The yellow ones there and the purple right next to them, they're 8-inch. And I may have one little frog or something in there, but just very simple. Got the hooks, one set of hooks, weights, traveling in very light in a kayak. Love it. I've tried to carry a lot of stuff, and all it does is frustrate you. Find out you're doing more straightening out gear than fishing. So, got a scale. Measures probably, I think, about up 35 pounds, but always good to have a scale. If that big boy hits, you definitely want to be able to weigh him. So, and I got a multi-tool I'll carry with me always. Never go anywhere without it. And here in Georgia, which is a gun-friendly state, I have a concealed carry. I always carry my Glock 17. If you're going to carry a weapon, you need to carry it all the time. Be like a policeman going out and say, well, I don't know if I'll carry my weapon this day. No, if you're going to carry, you carry all the time. If you're going to put it on in the morning, you take it off at night. kind of like fishing equipment. If you're going to use it like it's supposed to be. My dad, one time when I was growing up, he started out fishing with baits casters, and then he went to some Mitchell spinning reels and got us hooked on them as well. But he had a lot of equipment. He was very particular about it. One of his acquaintances asked him one time, "Can I borrow your fishing equipment? I need to go fishing." He said, "Well, no." He said, "Lending out your fishing equipment is kind of like lending out your wife, and you just don't do that." So I don't think the guy ever asked him again, but that's kind of how I feel about it. And if you're a fisherman, you're probably going to feel the same way. I don't like anybody messing with my stuff. If I want my kids, I'll buy them something. I won't loan it to them. But I just thought I'd share that with you. Not a lot here. Keep it simple. By the time I get to the water, I can have my kayak in the water and all my stuff loaded. In less than 10 minutes, and I'll be fishing. Looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to make Jesus Christ the Lord of your life.